get this going. Oh man, I can't do that. There we go. All right, we're gonna get started in just a second here. Just gotta get some things set up. One moment. All right. Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. Barbara, what's going on? Colorado, nice. Michael, what is up? Let me tell everyone that I'm on. Let's see. Give me 1 second, we'll get started. Okay. One more thing and we'll get started here. I need to update this. Okay. We've got a problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. And I'm not surprised. Yep. The whole country's having a temper tantrum right now. Why? What's going on? I mean, we were looking at this earlier, and I don't know why they didn't have this as a moderate or even higher, because we were looking at this earlier and seeing this. This is all going to happen in like a 12 to 18 hour period. Yeah. Some decent weather lately. The flooding's been out of control. I got on. I'm not going to be streaming long, but I got on because I needed to address potential catastrophic flooding tonight. And that's not an exaggeration. We're going to look at the models. We were looking at this earlier when I got on midday. And I was kind of like, you know, this seems like it's going to be a lot. They only had a slight excessive rainfall risk. Look at down here in Texas. Look at Texas. The funneling. And look how slowly that moves out. You've got just torrential downpours starting maybe as early as midnight tonight, Central Time. sitting over the same area 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 11, 14, some areas 18 hours straight of rain, all in this same area that's been affected. So problems. Rochelle. Who in chat is in here? Who in chat is in here? Ay, ay, ay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was that flooding not like here before? Let me look at something. Yes. Yeah, this is a big, big, big issue. I want to go back here. Let's go to Kerr County. The bulk of this rain wants to be to the north. I don't know about that, though. This is, if we take a look at our latest HRRR, and we're in our 00Z, and we move this forward, it does try to keep the bulk of the precipitation just to the north, maybe. The problem with this, no, it still puts, no, they need to move that rainfall projection down to the south. They will. The problem is too, if a ton of rainfall falls to the north, this all goes down. This goes downstream. So, but if we do look at excessive rainfall, there you go. Kerrville's in that moderate. So this projection is wrong. This needs to all be shifted south like this. This is where we're going to get the heaviest rainfall, not up here. We'll get heavy rainfall up there, but it's going to be a little bit farther south and east, as this is correctly. This is correct right here, yes. Yep, could be a catastrophic night again. I'm hoping people are just prepared, and if they're in low-lying areas, if they're near a stream, near a river, they have their alerts on, and they have a car ready to go, and a plan to get out if they need to be. Maybe you just go stay in a hotel at higher elevation. But we're going to have flooding for sure. There's going to be flash flooding. There's going to be likely flash flood emergencies tonight into tomorrow. Mr. Ferrari, NTX, I appreciate you guys. Charlotte just had a massive storm about 20 minutes ago. Huge bang of thunder after massive lightning strike. Did you guys? Not much out there right now. I guess it moved through. That's weird. Yeah, there's like not much out there near Charlotte right now. Let's see. Brandon, what's going on? Yeah, Texas has had a year. They have. We've already got some heavy downpours moving through the Dallas-Fort Worth region. Ooh, nice, Tufts. Hilton Head, South Carolina. We're not, here we can look at the kind of what we're expecting remaining severe weather-wise tonight. Not, we're not really expecting much more severe weather. We have a little bit of a marginal out here. But that's about it for the rest of the night. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning up here. Not much. Definitely a little bit of a hail core, but this looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere. National Forest. Cedar Crest, just to the northwest of Cedar Crest, Colorado. Yeah, Dallas-Fort Worth, you guys got some storms moving through. They're moving out to your east, though. You will get some more storms forming off to the south and west of you, moving up, though. So we can see here, if we move forward in time, here's Dallas-Fort Worth. This is the latest model run. Some storms trying to fire back up and maybe cause some issues around rush hour in the morning, 7, 8 a.m. And then clearing out. But not looking too bad. If we were to take a look at our weather tomorrow, here's the latest. We've got a marginal up here to the north. We got a marginal through here. It could get down into Dallas-Fort Worth. So severe weather is possible through portions of northwestern Arkansas, southern Missouri, southeastern Oklahoma, and north central Texas tomorrow. Also through portions of north central North Carolina, central Virginia, northeastern West Virginia, most of Pennsylvania, and upstate New York. But only a marginal. We could see an increase to a slight, though. How is our tropical weather doing? They have moved this over to the west a little bit. It's really tough to imagine what they're seeing here. Models don't see anything, and I don't expect much. It looks like they're expecting this to exit Florida and try to spin up. I think this is what their focus is on here. Not even this. There's no rotation. There is zero rotation in this convection down here, but there is rotation up here. So we'll see, but whatever. Florida's going to get dumped. The entire state of Florida is going to see tons of rain over the next 5 to 7 days. Extreme, I appreciate you. It's tough weather, that's right. William Billy Wiggin, thank you. San Antonio, you guys could get in on this action tonight. Here's our excessive rainfall projections. San Antonio, that's day 2, sorry. San Antonio's in that slight 15% chance for excessive rainfall, so we'll have to watch that. Severe threat, not much. El Paso, you got that excessive rainfall threat as well. When we're talking about our severe threat tonight, we could see some severe storms out there through western Texas still. And maybe some out here as well. But we're only looking at a marginal 1 out of 5 risk. If you want me to pull up the models, here's what we're looking at tonight modeling wise. Some scattered thunderstorms rolling through western Texas. Look at tomorrow though. Big burst of storms as we get into the evening hours out there, western Texas and south central, southwestern, well, most of the state of New Mexico. These storms really fire up down here through Austin tomorrow, College Station, and then down towards Houston. We'll see if they make it that far. That's right. These are the hater blockers, Katie, correct. These are my hater blockers. You guys, this isn't going to be a long stream. The main reason I got on stream was because there is the possibility for more catastrophic flooding tonight. The grounds here are... One second, this keeps doing this. Whoa! Fix yourself. There we go. The grounds down here are extremely saturated, as we all know. Doesn't take a genius to figure that out. And locally, 7-8 inches, maybe upwards of 10 inches of rain could fall in a very short period of time. It's possible to even see more, but this is going to cause issue. It's almost 100% guaranteed to be flooding, dangerous flooding. Are we going to get multiple flood emergencies, which is possible, that catastrophic flooding threat. Just be aware if you're in low-lying areas here. This is no joke. This could be some of the worst flooding we've seen in 100 years in areas of Texas or more. My PC didn't crash. For some reason, it's not having crashing issues when I'm streaming, and I don't know why. When I'm playing video games, or which I don't really have much time for, or editing videos, or recording videos, or even just on YouTube, it crashes. But when I'm streaming, it doesn't. It's so weird because streaming requires so much more like processing power and so much more from my computer. So I don't know. I don't have an explanation. This rain is expected to begin around midnight in this area and could last through the day tomorrow. So if we were to take a look here, we already have some rain here, but the bulk of this flooding, watch as we get into around 12 o'clock, and you're going to watch this area specifically as we get into around 12 o'clock. See how that rain start to bubble up, and then it kind of stalls out. Look at this as we go through the hours. Stalls out, continues to dump, continues to dump. We're at 1 in the afternoon tomorrow. This doesn't want to move out until almost 5 p.m. tomorrow after starting at 12 tonight. Bad situation. Some areas could see upwards of 17, 18 hours of rainfall. Yeah, that's what it seems. If I'm not like pushing my computer to its limits, it gets pissed and crashes. That's what it's got to be. Because the only time it doesn't crash is when I'm literally pushing it to its limit. One second, guys. As the weather people always say, turn around, don't drown. Correct. All it takes is like a foot of water and your car can be shut down. I had a car in college and there was like this much flooding and I drove through it and it sprayed up like into the underbelly of my car and like broke something, and then my car stalled out in the water and the water kept rising and I had to get out of my car. It ended up I had to bring it in and whatever. It didn't get washed away, but even driving through shallow floodwaters, it could stall your car out, and then what do? It's not worth it. Don't drive through shallow flood water either, even if you don't think it's going to take your car away. Weather app says no rain tonight in Austin. You're going to have tons of rain just to the northwest of Austin. But you may not, the latest HRRR model doesn't really bring rain into Austin until about 8, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. But look at where all this rain is going to be throughout the night. Okay, here's Austin. Here's the stalled out rain. So if these models are even a little off, Austin could get a lot more rainfall than expected. It's going to be very, very close. It's hard to predict down to the mile. Holy Bible, those are some big words. Let's see. Play the Roro flood song, aka Spiders. What? Is that a thing? Dallas storms heading in now. Yeah, you guys have some storms rolling into the area. You guys have some storms in the area right now. Here we are. Yep. Right into downtown Dallas. You got some strong storms moving in. Not expected to be severe, but heavy downpours. Matt has it. He needs to send it to me. You never know it's under the water. Exactly. I got stranded on the interstate today. Oh, wow. $500 and $700 millibar winds for the 25th. Real one. You know that the winds, 500 700 millibar winds for the 25th probably don't matter that much, right? For the 25th. But we'll take a look. Screw it. I like outlooks. Screw it. Good job convincing me. I never take much convincing. 1 second. Okay, there we go. All right. What, on the Euro or the GFS? Are you talking about the big trough that pushes down in the northeast? Oh! I have never seen that. That is cute. Tiny float. Katie Robertson, I appreciate you. Okay, 500 millibar winds. 25th. They're a little spicy up in the northeast. Interesting pattern up over the northern Rockies. There's nothing astonishing to me. Let me take a look at the Euro 12Z. Yeah, the Euro 12Z looks super spicy. 25th, 26th, 27th. Yeah, I mean, that'd be interesting. Having this kind of pattern. That'd be a severe day, but that's so far away, Probably not going to happen like that. I should make a Connor's Climate Corner theme song. I'm literally a producer. I literally produce music. Did you guys know I produce music? Should I show you guys the last song I just released? It's not very weather related. This is really not weather related at all. I've never played my own music on stream. Literally, ever. Here's a little sample. Alright. Here's a little sample, chat. I know. Okay. Alright, there's a preview. Let's get back to weather. Let's get back to it. When I checked, it looked wild. Yeah, I mean, it looks wild on the Euro. The GFS doesn't look that impressive, though. The Euro, if that were to happen like that, would be a pretty bad day for some people. Yeah, Midwestern, Northeast, potentially Ohio Valley. Morgan. Thanks for dancing, Morgan. How's everyone doing tonight, though? 253 people in here? Guys, because my computer's been broken, I lost like 300 followers over the last few days. So if everyone in here could just hit follow, I will love you all. But you don't have to. It's good to be back. My computer's still having issues, so if I suddenly log off, that's because my computer crashed. Just letting you know. They're sending me a new CPU. I gotta get a new. They think my CPU's corrupt, so that's why my computer randomly crashes. Although I streamed for almost 2 hours earlier, 0 crashes. Knock on wood. I appreciate the follows, guys. Thank you. All right, I'll take 3. Any questions about tonight, guys? Again, we're worried about. This got upgraded tonight. It should have been upgraded earlier, but. I mean, well, they upgrade at certain times, but we should have had this moderate earlier. I think we should have a higher risk than this for excessive rainfall. But we are expecting potentially catastrophic flooding again in the same area as last time. It's the main reason I got on. Not going to be a long stream. We have pretty much no severe weather going on right now. Do we even have... We don't even have a severe thunderstorm warning. So... I'm on because I want people to understand if you're in this region or know anyone in this region, this could be, I'm not saying it's going to be, but it has the potential to be worse than the July 4th and 5th flooding. So please let people know. They should know if they're in a low-lying area, near a stream, near a river, canal. What am I seeing midweek for Florida? Well, let me show you Florida. Let's look at the multi-day. Let's look at the 7-day rainfall projections for Florida. Look at that. We've got tropical moisture moving over the state very slowly. So Florida is going to see a ton of rainfall. Continuously. Let me look at the NAM 12K. So we can look a little bit farther out for Florida. Rain, rain, rain. Wow, they are expecting that thing to start spinning up like that. That's the NAM does expect a tropical cyclone. That is I have not looked at the NAM. The NAM expects you could have a tropical depression here that moves over Florida. Wow. I actually hadn't seen the NAM run that. That's news to me. Yeah, midweek, we're still going to have moisture, tropical moisture funneling in. It's going to be a messy week. I have not seen that NAM run. That is very interesting. Let's look at the latest GFS for Florida. Look at this nonstop rainfall. Rain moving in, rain moving in, rain moving in. The rain, 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 rain. Wow, wow. The GFS does see that spin as well. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. I don't think we get a tropical storm out of it, but it's not impossible. Yeah, big funnel. Yeah, you guys might get a little bit of a break as we get into like Friday, Saturday next week, but Until then, it's going to be pretty tropical. Let's call it that. You know what I'm saying? You're in a general thunderstorm tomorrow. General thunderstorm day 3. I'm just going to guess and say day 4 and 5 as well. Let's see. I want it to show me. All right, it's fine. You're in a day 4 and 5 general thunder as well. Hilton Head. Yeah, you guys are going to get a lot of rainfall as well over the next 5 days, at least 5 days minimum. Currently, I don't think there's much going on down there currently, is there? You could have some moderate, strong thunderstorms. I don't think severe rolling through later tonight. Nothing too much to worry about though. Taking a look, let's take a look at our NAM for Hilton Head. Doop, we'll go to NAM 12K. North American model. Here we go. Yeah, rainfall tomorrow. More rainfall. More rainfall. More rainfall. More rainfall. It's just guys. It's wet. Okay. Forecast for this circled area. Forecast for this area. Wet. Oh. Plus. Hot. It's almost like it's summertime. We've gotten some decent rain here in Oklahoma today, 3 inches. Yeah, there's been a lot of storms up here in Oklahoma as well. Nothing severe really, but still a ton of rainfall falling out there in eastern Oklahoma. $24 viewers, only 16 likes. Yeah, what the heck? YouTube? No, I appreciate any of you who did like that over there. I appreciate you guys. We're going to be getting all these squally rain lines. I like that, squally. Squally rain lines on Tuesday onwards for a few days in the UK. I see it going across the North Atlantic. Yeah, we can look at that. I love when I get like people in Europe in my streams because all I talk about is like the States. And I love that sometimes people in Europe are watching too, just because it's like, okay. I don't know why. I just think it's. I always have some European viewers. I have some European viewers who are in like every stream actually. I mean, listen, the weather in the United States, we get the more severe weather than any country in the world because of how we're geographically located between Canada and the warmest body of water in the world, which is the Gulf, and the clashing of air masses and the geography of our mountain ranges. So the weather's definitely a lot more active and interesting in the States. Not that we don't see bad weather in portions of Europe, but it's not as frequent to see severe weather. Yeah, you got big low pressure moving into Ireland and the UK. Here we go. And then you've got another one that's going to funnel up there. That's going to be a lot of rainfall. This is a ton of rainfall for up here. Is that fireworks or gunshots outside? I hope it's fireworks.
A new flash flood warning has been issued.
Okay, that's fireworks. Like, what the heck? I don't live in that bad of an area. I was like, I hope that's not gunshots. Yeah, UK, Ireland's going to see a ton of rainfall, it looks like, over the next week or so, 2 weeks. That is so loud. If they wake up my children... Dallas-Fort Worth is good today. Yeah, just some flooding potential. You got some strong storms moving in. Yeah, you've got strong storms moving in right now, as you can see, but it's not too big of a severe threat. I'm in southern Scotland, and it's been low 80s. Yeah, that is hot for you. It's very common, though, for a big portion of our country. It's very common for like, these areas over summer to see, like, to get into the hundreds multiple days in a row. Like, 80s is hot for Scotland, but like 80s out here in the plains. Oh, baby crying. 80s out here in the plains for summer is actually pretty cool. Most people's highs are in the 90s over summer. Yeah, 95 today in Buffalo. Yeah, it was 90 out here in Philly as well. A lot of places over in Europe, though, don't... Uh-oh, I might need to go check on her. A lot of places up here in... a lot of areas of Europe, though, and especially up here, I'm pretty sure in Ireland and UK and this whole area. I'm not good. I know Scotland. I'm just your typical American who doesn't understand like how this all works. Okay, England, Scotland, and Wales. But this is the UK. And then this is Ireland. Okay, got it. I know a lot of these areas don't even have air conditioning, which is a problem, right? So there's barely anywhere in the US that doesn't have air conditioning because it gets so hot. Let me check on it real quick. All right. Oklahoma getting spanked with the rain right now? Yeah, eastern Oklahoma. And further north in the U.S., yeah. Yes, that's pretty hot temperatures for out there. I do agree. Northeast Texas for tonight, you're going to get some good rainfall. Severe threat's pretty low, though, for severe weather. Could see some flooding, though. I'm on... God, what are they doing outside? I'm on WeatherWise right now, right? I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm on WeatherWise. it's an app. Yeah, you can see a big portion of Texas we're worried about flooding. The reason I got on right now is because we could see catastrophic flooding in the areas we've already seen flooding in Texas tonight. Beginning at around 12, heavy downpours are going to start, and we may not see that rainfall subside in some of the areas that I've circled here until maybe 5 p.m. tomorrow. So, little baby girl is screaming. So I'm going to get off and feed her or something. I just wanted to get on so that everyone knows what is going on tonight. It's dangerous. If you know anyone out here, if you're out here, make sure you have a plan to get out of the way of this flooding. If you're in a low-lying area, the rain starts at around 12 and persists and doesn't move and keeps downpouring and downpouring and downpouring and downpouring and downpouring. Very bad situation, guys. And then more rain the next day as well. So just be aware of that. Severe weather for tonight, there's really nothing going on. You could see a strong thunderstorm capable of producing some gusty winds, 60 plus mile per hour, maybe knock some power out tonight. Maybe. There's really not much of a severe threat left tonight. It's 100% a big flooding risk. This map is wrong. So let's just go back to here. It's 100% a big flooding risk for this area. So, oops, let me actually here. There you go. All right, guys. I will be posting updates in the morning. I will be streaming again tomorrow midday to see what's going on with the flooding, and then tomorrow evening as well. So if you want to throw me a follow, I'll be back on tomorrow and posting updates. I appreciate all of you. Everyone have a great Saturday night. Thanks for stopping by. Just wanted to make sure I got these updates to you guys. I appreciate you, mods. I appreciate you, anyone who followed, donated. You're awesome. I'll see you guys later. Peace.